The following program is video supplemental instruction. VSI is brought to you by the Teaching Center, UF's Learning Support Center, www.teachingcenter.ufl.edu.
Question number 3. Question number 3 says butane, which has formula C4H10, is used as a liquid fuel in lighters. How many grams of carbon are present within a lighter containing 7.25 milliliters of butane? So we know we have a volume of 7.25 milliliters butane. We're looking for grams of carbon, and then it tells us in parentheses the density is 0.601 grams per milliliter. So, in order to solve this question, the first thing I do is I go through and I find what the mass is. Now remember, density is equal to mass over volume. So here we have 0.601 grams per milliliter equals the mass divided by 7.25 milliliters. If we multiply 7.25 to the other side, milliliters cross out, and that leaves us with a mass of 4.35725 grams. Once we have how many grams it is, what I like to do is you need to know always the atomic mass. So for carbon, we know that carbon has an atomic mass of 12, and hydrogen has an atomic mass of about 1.01, around there. So what I do is I say, okay, well we have 4 carbon atoms present in butane and 10 hydrogens. So we're going to do 12 times 4 and 1.01 times 10. 12 times 4 is 48, and 1.01 times 10, we'll call it about 10. So the total, if we add this up, 48 plus 10 is equal to 58. So now we want to know how much is just carbon. Well, we know that 48 of the 58 was carbon. So let's go ahead and do 48 divided by 58. And if we multiply that out, we get 0.827586. So essentially this decimal is just saying, if I move the decimal to the right, 82.75% carbon for this molecule. But I don't want to put it into a percentage because now we have to go ahead and multiply it by the total grams for this. So we know that 82.7586% is carbon. So we're going to do 0.827586 and multiply it by the total grams, because when we multiplied the density by the volume, it gave us the total grams of butane as lighter fluid. So we're going to multiply by 4.35725 grams, which gives us 3.60 grams of carbon. And that's answer choice number 4. And that is the answer to number 3, 3.60 grams of carbon. So first thing we did was multiply the volume and the density in order to get the mass for the total mass of the butane fluid. Then we decided to calculate how much of carbon was actually present, and 4 of the 14 molecules are carbon. We had to multiply them by their atomic masses to get the right percentages, and then we took the percent of carbon and multiplied it by the total mass to get 3.60 grams of carbon.
The Teaching Center, UF's Learning Support Center, www.teachingcenter.ufl.edu.